Uh, okay, this is gonna be a problem, but anyway. Well, crime scene cleaner. We'll be streaming crime scene cleaner if I could get this to work. No, it cannot. Hold on one sec. I'm afraid I may have. I may. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know the problem. Hope that works. Up, wasted movement. Well, stream technically started, but I haven't promoted it yet. So yeah. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I think my diabetes might be getting worse. Okay, for all that's wondering going on with me, I have diabetes. Okay, well, I don't, nothing's confirmed yet. I have the symptoms. I clearly have the symptoms. I even told my mother, hey, I need to go check to get checked. But she said no. Saying like this. So unless I can get more aggressive, may even shout at my mother. Either I'm gonna have to live with this. Oh. So if you guys don't know, I was invited back to Fan Battlecast. If you guys don't remember, I around a few months ago, last year, I pitched my dream death battle. Uh, the Reds and Blues versus the TF2 Mercenaries. to the show's writers. Some guy on there was like, "Hey, I'm part of a small podcast there. Maybe you'll talk about it on there." I'm like, "Sure," because I thought we used this free promotion. The fight was between Pitt from Kid Icarus against Zagreus from Hades. AKA the game where everyone in ancient Greece is hot. Apparently in this, he's actually in a polyamorous relationship, which is very based. He's bi and poly. We're talking the most based man in all of Greece. Uh, yeah, but yeah, enough chit chat. I'm actually gonna get to what you guys came here for. So, you guys might remember last year that I played a game called Crime Scene Cleaner. It was basically Breaking Bad. Okay, it was nothing like Breaking Bad. Well, I just learned that the devs, hadn't updated the game, which, I mean... Alright. We are... Alright, we are community. We have a selected for you, Professor Kowalski. We believe the Wild at Heart CEO when he said his team was going to create the perfect game, the most addictive entertainment product that sadly the so-called Life Project failed to meet our expectations. It didn't even reach beta stage. We had opted out the ultimate restructuring, also known as the Purge. Now you basically we have the honor of tidying it up. Yeah, so unfortunately with me being late, that means I'm gonna miss out on Kamen Rider. That means I'm gonna have to probably at some point watch Kamen Rider Zets. Okay, let's see. I don't have my phone on me. Okay, wait. Okay, here I have a. No, I don't have it. Now I have it on me. Yeah, unless. Okay, so I don't want to get
It'll be a long night.
personal, but because the guy told me I'm very
Making games is no walk in the park. So many things can go wrong. People working for Wild at Heart's lost lives in the process, and their project still isn't in a launchable state. It would be a stretch to even call it a beta.
Well,
Okay, let's see how game-making magic turns tragic.
so if you guys don't know the story of this game, if you don't remember, basically the plot revolves around this guy who is a skull who is a high school janitor who basically ended up getting involved in with the mob, and basically is forced to clean up the mob's messes, crimes related to him, all to pay his.
Their passion.
Now, of course, the guy will do some one-liners there. Normally, you guys know me, how much I've kind of had a distaste for Marvel dialogue over the years, but here, there's some truth behind it, as this is a thing real crime people do to try and cope with their job.
Something is blocking the way.
But okay, so basically, so
Looks like he learned to stop worrying and fell in love with a bomb.
all right, 35 years. of unsuccessful writing career marked by after everything I write gets shit on in front of But I don't know my secret plan. I have no idea I have a bomb in my apartment. No one. I'll bring it here. I named it my precious. So my precious and I. It just has an arm written all over it. I mean, my sister, I even talked to my sister about this, who is a doctor, but while she doesn't give a diagnosis, is Alright, so as I said earlier, so apparently... So, if you guys don't know, as I said before, FanValcast, I was there... I wasn't there, like, I wanted to argue for Pip, but some guy there who had a lot more experience, and...
I can't put it back like that.
And in the meantime, can we please get a... Yeah, it's an off-brand PS5 controller. Like, okay, does anyone remember... Red Dawn? Oh, no, wait. I like potatoes. Maybe. Plot twist, these are the guys that made Concord. I mean, they're bringing up toxic positivity, and you guys know me how much I hate that.
Won't budge. I need to find a matching card.
You should have gone for the head.
One look at this, and even my bones start to crunch. I haven't been to the gym in ages. I only lift dead bodies now.
Oh god, it's not Chihiro, is it?
That guy must have been resilient as hell. Endured being cut up.
Oh, is that a hooker?
Stairs, and above all, working for this sick company.
Is that a hooker? But yeah, Jaga.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
Looks like it's sweeping time. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Yeah, I guess well, time to bring up my obligatory I hate Friday Night Funkin'. My obligatory I hate Friday Night Funkin'. But anyway, so as I said, Friday Night Funkin'. That's kind of one reason why I hate it. I keep talking about my hate for FNF. Is that, I mean, look at Baldi's Basics. Baldi's Basics was one of the games. Was one of the most popular games back then. I mean, SG4 said it saved the channel for a while.
Good for opening doors if you don't have a key. She was killing herself for the community until someone put her out of her misery.
Oh shit. So yeah, anyway, as I said, when I've... Oh god. Did I talk about one of my favorite, like, SpongeBob gags? Like, I know I've just talked about random shit lately, like, but so there was, like, an episode, yeah, there's, like, one episode of SpongeBob where they're, like, trying to raid a powder, where SpongeBob's, like, kept wearing this powder wig that belonged to, like, some rock band. I remember there was, like, a gag where SpongeBob, like, tried wearing this wig to movie theater, and everybody looked at it, got chased out. He got chased out by everybody in the theater, and the people some guys working at the theater were like, I told you that movie was terrible. I remember like something similar happened in in the Nickelodeon Globs of Doom game.
Something is blocking the way.
But yeah, as I said, for the whole art, like they did like that theater, basically people like were running from the theater.
Clear the way first.
I just imagine like a similar gag happening.
It won't move like this.
I also finished another project of mine yesterday. I mean today. Yeah, I finished another Let's Play.
It won't move like this. I need to clear the way first. Something is blocking the way.
What kind of game studio is this?
The most dangerous animal since the T-Rex.
Alright.
We're all just sitting ducks in this world.
Stretch the hell out of your friends. Wow. Wow, balls. You know what? That'd be like a funny idea for a karaoke stream. Also, I heard like the Power Rangers Dino Thunder, like the beta, like the earlier theme of Dino Thunder. I was like, yeah. And I think I brought this up beforehand. Apparently, Danny from Game Grumps tried to actually submitted a theme for RPM.
What is that? A wheel of misfortune?
Basket.
Someone had a wicked aim. HR specialist. Looks like her life was finally outsourced.
So this is EA's hit. So also, oh yeah, another thing happened. It's official. Captain Marvelous is officially a Tumblr sexy man. Last year, when I followed my Sentai, it was just a phase. I was talking about, I submitted Captain Marvelous as a potential sexy man, since, I mean, look at the guy. I don't know if Marvelous's actor, like, went on to be, like, a big, star. You know, went on to be, like, a bit of a celebrity, like, Takeru's actor. Fun fact, he actually auditioned for Takeru's role, and Yeah, I'm working on an emo model for my... Yeah, I started working on an emo model. Island of the Treasure. Everybody freeze. Nobody move. Put the money in the bag or we will shoot. Yeah, apparently, like... Funny story. So Cascada did a song called Because the Night. And... Apparently... My dad's a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. Like, one of his dreams is to like, kind of go see one of his concerts in Madison Square Garden, and... But... And one day when I was getting me like lunch at Chick-fil-A, I listened to the song Because the Night. I'm like, wait, I know these lyrics. Yep, turns out Because the Night is a cover. Well, it's just a cover. Because the night belongs to the lover. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night belongs to a lover. Because the night belongs to us.
Fake plastic trophy. What's next? Fake plastic trees? Styrofoam employees?
That already exists. It's called AI. But yeah, I started watching... What kind of game developer is this? I mean... Okay, I'm always reminded of a developer of a... Street Fighter Alpha. Apparently, Street Fighter Alpha had like a very chaotic development. And it was the same guy, Hideaki Tsuno, who... worked on Devil May Cry. Like, he saved the franchise after Devil May Cry 2 nearly killed it, and was the developer of, like the last minute, because apparently no one knows to this day who the actual director of Devil May Cry is. Devil May Cry 2 is. He only joined, like...
Who's running the show here? Queens of the Stone Age?
But yeah. Also, yeah, I've been noticing that Horror is getting a lot of hate lately. Like, Yeah, I watched. Uh, if you guys don't know, I watched Marco Satsu's video on Gojuger, and he said at first he liked Hoaru, but yeah, he doesn't like give it all like. And another thing that's happening is that Hoaru's actor. God damn it. Alright, back to the story. You blame me for the bugs? You fuck parasite, this means war of the fat Italians. Sea lab underneath the water. Alright, Hideaki Tsuno, like, apparently they're trying like to find a way like to replace like CPS 2 units. So Capcom like hired Hideaki Tsuno, who would like always show up early at work, like not like to actually do a job or anything, but because he wanted to play I was either Fatal Fury or like some KOF game. Like, yeah, just find a plane that they picked to like. Yeah, what is this? Oh yeah, I was also been like watching like videos about Tom's Tech Engine lately, and As you guys all know, I've been kind of on a Thomas kick lately thanks to Wonder Disorder, which, yeah, I'm gonna probably have to stream it tomorrow. Like, I'll stream it tomorrow because, honestly, yeah, I mainly play that for memes, but I did like what I play of it, and, I mean, I grew up with Thomas. And I'm disappointed that Toby's not in the game. I don't know why I like Toby so much, okay?
Good for killing people. Great for roasting food over the campfire.
But one character, but I was aware of the Thomas Reap. I'm sure you guys all know. All Engines Go. I also really don't like the character design myself. I mean, they gave Harold. They made Harold's face gray. It just looks wrong. Alright. Well, it's Kamen Rider Zets, it's almost on. What the? Wait. So, yeah, as I said before. Yeah, in fact, I have the wood toy version of Toby, like, right on my desk right now, because I love Toby. Why did you just not do him justice? Like, I was aware. I also kind of aware, like, that they made, like, the older engines, like, actually the adults, which honestly... And giving Percy, like, a child voice, honestly actually fits Percy as a character, like... Why am I taking it?
You were supposed to save them, not play games all day long.
Hold on one sec. Yeah. But there's a break van with autism.
What was I doing? Guarantees a strong connection. Takes your breath away.
Yeah. I remember, like, my coworker, like, my former coworker, told me about him. My response? How can a train be autistic? That said, upon looking into Bruno, which we do talk about, Bruno Apparently, he focuses like this, and from what I know, he doesn't make eye contact, which, yeah, this wasn't just a character added for the sake of diversity. No, a character, and unlike Sia, they actually partnered with an actually respectable group who knows about autism.
Massacred by some prehistoric weaponry.
The guys making sets are late again. But yeah, as I said, Thomas the Tank. I also found something funny. So I'm sure everybody knows about the Robot Chicken Thomas the Tank Engine sketch where everybody bought a Hummer, where Thomas was held hostage. Well, that sketch had a very impressive voice cast. I mean, I was always aware of Daniel Radcliffe. If you don't know, is Harry fucking Harry Potter. What more do you want? Well, the robber of the train of Thomas was played by Keith David. And this sketch's version of Sir Topham Hatt, Quentin Flynn, you know, Raiden. Bust my bumpers. This is Harold the... What kind of cruel god would give a train a face? And yeah, I remember like the Nostalgia Critics review of it. I kind of want to do a re-review. I know that Thomas and the Magic Railroad is not well liked among the Thomas fan base. Oh crap. Are they implying that he was wiping his ass with that?
Best story design. Nice. I guess there's a dead body in every good story.
But yeah, Thomas. And with no more public transport, everybody on Sodor bought a Hummer. Bust my bumpers. This isn't the way to Whistling Woods.
Something is blocking the way. First things first, gotta scrub. It won't move like this.
But yeah, Thomas. Harold the helicopter. You're a part of this? Bust my bumpers. This isn't the way. What kind of cruel god would give a train a face? But yeah, like, again, I really do not like the character design of it.
I need to clear the way first.
But I do know that the young trains are voiced by children, which, I mean, not entirely against it. But Thomas... Goddamn, I keep telling you that. Apparently Diesels are part of like the main group. Like they're not like... But again, I really do not like the character design. Yeah, does anyone remember the I know everything I told him about. So apparently I told my coworker about Miriko, the Aunt Gavin from Gavin Infinity. Like, I told him about it and he... I think he like... Yeah, and he just loved like the idea. Like, I think I said before that due to my fear of insects, I didn't really pay attention to that episode. But... Apparently I learned that Miriko... has... Not only does he have a ladybug wife... But the Prime Minister in Japan is a rhinoceros beetle in on that Earth. For absolute... Uh,
That last part sounds like screaming.
well, maybe it is. Stuff, again. My idea is create my own idea for a game, like... Okay, if I ever make a video game, like... I have ideas. I want... Now, despite my favorite video game genre being RPGs, my concept for my game just... I know it's just not random. But yeah, I remember like a coworker when I told him about Mirko, like... He was like...
It won't move like this.
Okay, it's on Twitch, actually. Alright, apparently there's something about a movie theater collapsing. Alright, let's see. Alright, fan.
I need to clear the way first.
But yeah.
Too much money plus a huge ego equals this.
Alright, 3.
It's like shit hit
That
the
guy
fan
that became
situation,
like a meme on the thumbnails is
but
involved.
backwards.
Code Somnia. Whatever that means. Apparently, it shows Kamen Rider Dawn being the Craft's death somebody because I guess I'm guessing his actual thing constantly called Tachibana-san. I think Baku is staring at something. Baku's caretaker, I'm calling her like this. Has the trailer for the newest season leaked yet?
Very useful, if you're savage.
Then I just sit down eating dinner.
Here he is, the wild coder, shot dead like a hunted animal.
About the love of cash. Her and Baku are just talking. Yeah, again, there's like only one character I can vaguely remember. It's Nox. Yeah, even Japan itself, like apparently Japanese fans that sent a Kamen Rider aren't digging it themselves. Like, apparently the flashier girl is there, and there's a guy with a scarf. Oh wait, it's my boy Nox. Nox like, shut up, bitch.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
She's telling like us to keep Earth Code, destroy Nightmare. A monster like smelling chicken.
Help scare off unruly employees and cheap investors.
Yeah, oh, you're poison. You're feeding me poison. Anyway, I left it, baby. That's the way. Nox just got his ass whooped by. Nox like, how dare you mess with my emo hair?
So we meet at last. Greg, you were strong, but your bad luck was stronger.
Now Nox and Baku are in the same building, and they're now working together.
If video games tell us anything, it's that you can't go inside a vent and expect to be safe.
Yeah, again, my ADHD ass just really, I'm not digging sets. Now, Tachibana-san! Motorcycle. Crouch Bazon's about to fight a guy. About to fight Baku.
It's almost like God was testing him.
And now Nox is that like a dang.
Some deep unresolved conflicts here.
Now Nox is I guess having a romance thing or something. Now Zets and Dawn are fighting. Now Nox is in a prison cell. Okay, and that's another mission. am I? My arm feels like it's burning.
Greg's log, Friday, 2200 hours. This is it. No longer be just an intern, just a pawn in the CEO's game. Time to pull all this melee theory into practice and prove that I am truly wild at heart. If it ends badly, just tell my parents it's not their fault.
Thanks to me, your parents will never know about any of that. What was that? An in-depth look inside the mind of an asshole? Marketing teams only want one thing, and no one can stop them.
How do I leave?
I am back.
I guess I don't have a choice. Well, I tried, but I could not complete the mission. But I tried anyway. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Like, subscribe, all that sexy stuff. See ya. J-Man, out!